All right, welcome to a QSM Radio interview. Go ahead and introduce yourself and let them know who you are.
IV, all eyes on me, baby.
So where the name come from then? Let's go and get to that.
Yeah, original. My name is Ivion. So, everybody just really started calling me IV. So, how I came up with the slogan is actually when I was in a technology competition in Atlanta a while back. It was a long time ago. I think I was still in like middle school. And I came out here, and when it was time to introduce ourselves, I stood up and I was like, IV, all eyes on me. Back at it, like back at it, and it just kind of stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
slogan kind of stuck. So yeah, that's where it really came from.
Okay. Well, for the first people checking you out and listening to you right now, let them know, give them a little background on your story and everything.
Man, just a small kid out of Goldsboro, North Carolina, man. You know what I'm saying? Small city, not too far from Raleigh, like 35, 45 minutes from Raleigh. Um, just grew to liking music, you know what I'm saying, listening to like old school R&B, you know what I'm saying, and rap, you know what I mean? And just kind of tap dancing in both lanes, trying to see where I fit in at, not really taking it too serious, but what I'm saying, I had an interest in it. And it kind of grew on me, started playing the piano a little bit early. Um, and it's just something that I really just enjoy. So I started writing poetry, then I started turning that into songs and stuff like that. Really more so raps. I wasn't really thinking about the singing thing, even though I could sing a little bit. I just didn't really pay any mind. So as I got older, it kind of followed me. You know what I'm saying? My mom always saw the talent and she wanted me to continue to do it. And, I kind of ran from it from a long time, but then she passed away. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of like gave me the edge to like, let me look into this because this music thing is really following me. I'm not really chasing after it. It's really following me.
Right.
And once I really kind of like put myself into it, it really just, a lot of doors and situations started happening for me. So that's how it all started.
So what brought you to Atlanta? I know I asked you that before at the event, but
Yeah.
to double back to that question, what brought you to Atlanta?
Well, I always wanted to live in Atlanta when I first visited here. Like when I was talking about the situation when I was in this technology competition as a young age. Like I just saw the city. Like I'm from a small city, and we don't. I didn't get out much. I didn't really get to see anything. So me coming to Atlanta the first time, I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna move here." Like I see, it just gave me some type of inspiration. Like what I'm saying, just seeing different things. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to see back at home. So, and then as I got older, I started saying like, okay, this the music mecca. Like everything is coming out of here. The sound, everything is coming out of this way. So I need to be out there. You know what I'm saying? I need to get my hands in it so they can hear what I can bring to the game and kind of get my feet wet. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really like encouraged me to really, what I'm saying, come on out here to Atlanta. And
Right.
I finally made that jump. I was homeless for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So I got a phone call from a job, small job, security job, wasn't making no money. You know what I'm saying? But that was an opportunity that I had to take. So
Right.
that next day, so I was moving out here on strength of
Mhm.
uh interview. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had the job, it was just an interview, like
Yeah.
so I just did it, you know what I mean? And here ever since. So it's been working out for me.
So the different atmosphere been working out for you as far as back at home.
Exactly. Like this is really my lane. Like I'm really an outgoing person. Like I get out, I talk with people, I network, I build relationships. And this was like the great area for me to be in, you know what I'm saying, to make that happen. So I came out here, man, and just really like different guys and you know what I'm saying, and saw the talent and saw the work ethic at that, not just the talent, but the work ethic and just being available. You know what I'm saying? I always been available and making my rounds, that really opened up a lot of doors for me.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So how you feel about what do you consider your genre of music? Is it just R&B or you consider something different?
Yeah, like I actually feel like I'm in a lane of my own. Like I can't really say what lane I'm in. If I had to say, let's put it like this: if I had to say what lane I'm in, I would say trap soul. If I
Okay.
had, if I had to put a name on it, I'm gonna say trap soul. But I really think I'm still different from trap soul. I think I bring an element to that trap soul's not really, really bringing. I think. Yeah, like so if I had to say something, I would say trap soul.
So
You
of
know.
course, since it still falls into the R&B lane,
Hmm.
how do you feel about the way the R&B scene is right now in the industry? What does it
As,
miss? What does it miss? You feel like it's missing something, or how do you feel about it?
yeah, I mean, it's definitely like I feel like as far as artists that's coming out now, like I feel like that lane is kind of open. You know what I'm saying? Because um you got, I mean, you got your same guys in there. You got some new guys, and you know, and of course, I feel like the women are really killing the R&B vibes right now. Like they really running it right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as guys, we got the same guys that's been out for a while. You know, you got some newer guys like Vito. As far as like face wise, it's been out. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he's been writing for a lot of artists. Um, but you got like those guys, but you ain't really rap every day. You got new artists coming out, so
Right.
it's saturated when it comes to that. So I feel like with the R&B vibe, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of open, you know what I'm saying? So uh all it's missing, yeah, it's really missing, it's missing me, actually. You don't need to
Uh-huh.
be it's missing me, you know.
Right. So
But I'm
speaking of
here,
that,
I'm,
missing you. Go ahead.
I'm here though, you know what I'm saying? I'm in here
Right.
putting in and some eyes and ears are starting to pay attention a little bit. And just to see the type of flavor and the style that I'm bringing to the game. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but
So
they gonna
speak.
hit when they gonna hit soon.
So bouncing off of that, then you know what I'm saying. What is the first song they need to check out the first time people going and checking you out? Because first impression is everything. So what song do they need to go check out and why?
Yeah, go check out that Body Language by IV. Go check out that Body Language on all platforms.
And why body language?
You said what now?
Why body language?
Um, I say Body Language. Let's break it. Let me take it back. Uh,
Take us back in time.
I really couldn't even really say Body Language. It went out. You know what I'm saying? Because of the style that I really bring to the game, that's totally different. You know what I'm saying? I actually wrote that song for somebody else. I actually wrote it for somebody else. And I ended up keeping the song, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a lot of like great feedback on it. Like, yo, you got to keep this song for yourself.
Mm.
I hear you on it. Like, I know you wrote it for somebody else, but I hear your voice on it. I see you doing this. And it's a big track. It's a really big track. So, and I feel like with this song, it can cross over. It can do a lot of different things with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got that, it's got the African vibe to it. It's got some R&B ish. You know what I'm saying? It's got that. It's a little bit of it's a fusion. A lot of stuff going on in there. So you know, so you get a lot of a lot of a little of everything in it. So I say go check that out because it really showcased. Um, it's a wide area. You know what I'm saying? A wide array of sounds that you can hear in that joint, and it's a big track. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like it's a worldly track. If I would say,
Okay.
yeah,
So let's get into while we both here. You know what I'm saying. You performed at Secret Sundays Playground at the ILounge. Shout out
yeah,
to the whole team over there, TJ, Kimmy T, all XSJ.
yeah.
How was the vibe for you?
The vibe was dope, man. Like I knew the vibe was gonna be dope when, I knew who was having it, you know what I'm saying, who was hosting it, who was gonna be there. I knew the vibe was gonna be dope, but it was even doper. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expected to be exceed my expectation. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? It was actually dope. The vibes were dope. Everybody came out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the artists that came out and showcased talent because there's some dope talent in there. And I got to network with some other artists. Usually when I go to these situations, I usually go do my thing. I usually network with artists and stuff like that, but I'm usually trying to find out who is the elephant in the room that I need to be talking to. Yeah, because
right,
I can network with artists all day. I'm always meet those.
right.
But man, for me to go in there and be like, yo, I need to work with this person. Or I need to work with this person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was very dope vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody was on some dope stuff. So, you know what I mean? It definitely exceeded my expectation when it
That's
came
good. Yeah.
to the vibes.
But that's
Yeah,
why you gotta shake hands and talk to everybody because you never
yeah,
know what that person can do. You know what I'm saying? So you know what
exactly.
I'm saying, not just artists, but anybody in there because you never know
I,
what the
I was
opportunities there.
on the side, you know what I'm saying? Y'all doing the interviews. It was a dope vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was doing y'all thing.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So you said it exceeded your expectations, so that's good. How do you prepare your mind and your mindset when you get ready to record in the studio?
Man, I kind of just really like play the beat. You know what I'm saying? Usually when I first started out writing and stuff like that, because I always been a writer. Like I always pride myself on, you know what I'm saying, as a writer, writer first. So I used to, go in and just like listen to beats and stuff like that and just write to it. And then after I finished writing everything, I go and record. Now, when I moved to Atlanta, I kind of got into going into studios with different artists. I noticed they was just going in and just kind of like some artists was freestyling, which I could do, but I kind of, like I said, I pride myself on writing, which is, you can go. So I kind of took a little bit of aspect of that, of going into the booth and just kind of like putting on the beat, putting on the headphones, and just really just put myself in the music, and just kind of like now I got to a point where I'm just like really humming and mumbling a lot of different, tunes and stuff like that. Then I add the words along. So that's kind of the vibes I'm on now. Like I get in my studio, so I got the vibes just right. I got my lights up. Like my
Mhm.
brothers say, man, you must be concoct because ain't no way you keep writing these hits like this. Like we know you dope, but every time it gets better and better. Like you must be doing something over there. So they be thinking I got the candles lit or whatever like that. I go in there, man. I got the headphones on. I got the vibes right. And I'm just like feeling what, I'm saying, whatever the beat and, I'm saying, the melodies is giving me, I'm giving it back. You know what I'm saying? And then the words come. Like with those rhythm patterns and those melodies, the words come and you go with the flow, you know what I'm saying? And it just be what it is when it come out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then you got the right producers to and engineers to really bring out what you was trying to deliver, within that song. That joint help a lot as well.
So have you had the pleasure already writing for somebody?
Yeah, I've been doing some writing for some people. I don't know if I can speak on it
Okay.
just uh but I've definitely been doing some writing for like some legends too. It's like
Okay.
some legends which we should come out with sometime soon. So yeah, man, I've been doing some writing for been doing some studio sessions with some artists and stuff like that. And definitely got some hits on the way. You
Okay.
know, prop just yet, so that's why I ain't really speaking on it just yet because it ain't really wait till them joints drop.
So are we putting the money on the writing, or we putting the money on you being the artist?
We putting the money on both, like what I'm saying, like
I'm talking about
what
if you had to pick one, right? If you had a decision like, oh, we gonna take you in, like the label said, we're gonna take you in right now as a writer, or we take you in as an artist. Which
if
one
I
would
had
have to be if you had
if
to
I had
choose?
I'm gonna say the artist because I'm an artist that can write
Okay.
versus.
Yeah.
But if they say, okay, we want you as a writer, I don't mind it. I go in as a writer. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm gonna go in as a writer. Either way,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my foot in the door because
And
I
you
enjoy.
still can do your stuff on the side.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's how it is for me. Like I can still, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm it's no shame in me not. I don't have to be the face, you know what I'm saying? It just happens so that I am the face. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to be up front and everything. I understand the roles, I understand like having a team and things like that. But I
Right.
think how things are working out for me, I am up front. I am the face. So it's working out for me that way. But if it is a situation where I'm not the face or I'm not the upfront guy, I'm cool with that. I can write.
Right. Right.
I'm sitting in the back and helping out and doing what I got to do to get my foot in where I got to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A
So
great
speak
leader, a follower.
definitely. So speaking of a team, since you touched on it,
Yeah.
um, what do you feel like you missing that can push you, that you need to push you to the next level?
Um, for me, more so, just
'Cause I know you got goals, so everybody
it,
got different goals, different places.
everything is more so for me. I'm really I'm concentrating on marketing and stuff now. Because as much as you put money into like the recording and the videos and all the girls, video girls, stuff like that, you got to put that same amount of money or more into the marketing. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So for us artists, where we slack at, you know what I'm saying? We want to just put the money into this, but you don't want to put the money into that. That's what's gonna push it. Yeah, it look good, but who gonna see it now? You
Right.
ain't got no ears on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think more so now that's what I'm like really focusing more so as marketing, team marketing, a marketing team and uh, building a bigger budget for myself. You know what
You
I'm
know,
saying? Uh,
budget is key.
budget
Budget
made
is budget is the key.
that budget Major, man. You gotta have that budget, man.
for
Like,
everything. The videos, the promotion. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You gotta have the, each budget, you gotta point it out, 3-month budget, 6-month budget. Because
that's
it does get expensive in the game, you know what I'm saying? Because
expensive.
just the videos alone is one thing, that's a whole budget. Then you got promoting it, that's another budget.
Yeah,
Performance is another budget before you actually get booked, start to get booked. Because you got to pay to perform
right.
in most instances, unless you can bring people to the table. Like if I perform, I'm bringing all these people, I'm bringing the crowd, so I got to put me on.
Yeah. See, that's what we're getting at now. It's to a point now, like I'm bringing out people. So, uh,
It got to make sense. Yeah, it got to make
yeah,
sense. If you're gonna fill the room up, it got to make sense.
right. So now it's uh most of my situations is I'm pulling up and I'm bringing people with me and we showing out. Excuse me. But that
So, but that budget, that budget always got to be there.
yeah.
Because a lot of people, when you say what's your budget, they kind of
It's
turn
scared.
away.
Great question, right?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have it. You gotta.
Yeah, but I think as artists, what I'm saying, don't be afraid of that, that budget question because yeah, like you may have a budget, your budget may not be as big as this person's budget, but you got something, you know what I'm saying? You
Right.
got something to work with, and then work with what you got. You know what I'm saying?
You
What
gotta
little
know where you at. You gotta know where you at, man.
you gotta know where you are in the game. You gotta know where you are because that's how you're gonna know how you need to move and where you're going and what's your next steps. So
Right.
don't be afraid of that question, artist.
Don't be afraid.
But ask you what's your budget. Just be straight up, be honest.
With a
Yeah.
straight face. With a straight face. So, where do you get your inspiration and motivation from?
Uh, I think everyday life, like where I come from, you know what I'm saying? Like the things that I heard, the things that I grew up around, the people that I meet, situations that I go through. I mean, I think living, you know what I'm saying, is enough as far as inspiration. Um, I think hearing new stuff, you know what I'm saying, new sounds. Like even when I create, I always go at a sense of like I'm gonna be me on the track. I'm gonna be me on any beat, but I always go back to, and I always in every song you listen to, you're gonna notice I always bring back some old school feel. Like I always bring back something from an older song or an older era. I always bring that in every song. Like I may do it in a different way, but if you actually go back and listen, like, oh, I see what he did there, and I always do that. So like, uh, the older artists that came before me kind of inspire me, and just everyday living
Right.
inspire me what I do.
So, how has your journey been so far in this industry?
Ups and downs, man. It's a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? I always say, life is a carnival. It's no fair. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not fair. Um, you're gonna go through ups and downs, and it's how you're gonna deal with it. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna take that ride? You know what I mean? You gonna sit in the back, you're gonna sit in the front, you're gonna sit in the middle. Either way, you're gonna have to take that ride if you gonna go with it. Um, but yeah, definitely ups and downs, and I'm just like enjoying it at what I'm saying, at the same time. I'm enjoying it because once you get to where you want to be in life, you can always look back and say, "Dag," you know what I'm saying? I didn't give up, and I came from this, and I'm here now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what really keep me going as well. Knowing where I came from and knowing where I am, and then know where I'm going.
Right. So, how important is the R&B music important? How important is R&B to you, and why?
I think R&B is definitely important because um, you get to hear music in another way, not just from rhythm patterns, uh, poetic rhythm patterns. You get to hear it from a melodic standpoint too. You know what I'm saying? Because music is the universal language. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can't understand your language, but I can still get that same feel. Like you got a song, it could be in another language. I can understand it in a way because I understand the tone. I can understand the tone of the mood you were in, and it resonate with me because it's the universal language of the world. So, you know, that's where I'm at with
That's what's up. Man.
it.
Well, I appreciate you joining me tonight. Go ahead and let them know where to follow you at on IG, Facebook, all that. Go ahead and give out your information.
Yeah, man, y'all can follow me on Instagram at Yo That's IV. So that's YODATS_IV. Yo That's IV. And all platforms, you can follow me on that. Yo That's IV. And as far as music, IV. And you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to hear.
So
I
you
should
got you got a project out that you go check out, or just
I was talking about with a good friend of mine. He's a producer slash artist. Do it all. You know, saying B flat. Shout out to him, Brian Cook. I was just talking with him yesterday. It was just saying, you know what I'm saying, yo, you the single king. So what you gonna, what you gonna do? You need a project out. You need at least an EP or something like that. And of course with my homeboy Von Jovi, shout out to him too. You know what I'm saying? They always ask me as far as like projects and stuff like that. So I don't have a project right now, but that's definitely in the works. You know what I'm saying? Definitely
well,
in the works.
the single game is cool. Like you say, you gain the fans, and then when you put out
Yeah.
the project, then they have more to listen to. I mean, because a lot of people are not gonna go listen to a project if they don't know who the artist is. You know what I'm saying?
So I've
So,
been and stuff like that. So yeah, man.
but
That's what we,
go ahead and shout out your people.
yeah, man. Shout out to Bon Jovi. Shout out to B Flat, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to LaDon, you know what I'm saying? Up the Clout on Instagram. You know what I mean? So
Shout
those are the
out
guys.
DJLW, QSM Radio,
Exactly.
Speaker Sunday Playground.
All that. All that. And go check out all that stuff, man. Uh,
Yeah, and make sure y'all pull up every first Sunday at ILounge, ATL,
for sure.
Glenwood.
Already, because you know I'm pulling up. And if
Oh
we
yeah,
in there together, I know it's a movie. You know
you
it's a
know it's
vibe.
about yeah.
Big vibes.
All right, man. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Y'all just checked out IV. Make sure y'all go follow him and check him out, his music and everything.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. And I appreciate you for having me
Yes, sir. You stay up, man.
already.